everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Small Town USA here in Farming Simulator 25. I am going through and getting some roadsides mowed up. These are, at least on this side of the road, we do own them. Farther up the road, we own both sides, so we're gonna get them mowed up today and get the grass collected. Here we're gonna be doing a little bit more of a mow back from the road, not quite into the tree area, but this grass definitely needs to be cut. I'm not really looking at wanting to do any kind of wildflower preserve or anything like that, at least not this close to the road. Plus, it's free grass for us, for our animals. They are all doing great. I was actually just looking at that before we went and collected our new to us mower. And I don't know how far down that ditch we're gonna go. We may do one more row down to there, but yeah. So yeah, I was looking at our animals before we went and got this mower, and they're doing great. Not quite burning through the food supply like I thought they would. Granted, it is, we're now looking at June right now, and so they are definitely feasting on the natural grass in their pens. I say pen, but you know, they're actually more like, you know, fields for the most part. So yeah, don't think when I say pens that they're in tiny little cages or anything like that. No, far from it. We have actually joined the local FFA community as well, so we have one of their flags up and flying. Let's do a quick check on our animals though, since we're here. I'm gonna park that there just so I don't have to drive it back here. We did actually get our 2 stuck horses out. Granted, it did involve completely pulling the horses out of the pen and basically deleting and then rebuilding. So we now have 6 horses. This one we can actually have up to 16. So this is Jake, Zach, Summer. I did not name these horses. Zeppelin. Zeppelin looks like needs a little bit of cleaning done. And these 2 beauties over here, they're all beautiful horses. Silver. And Verona. So I try to get them as big of a pasture as makes sense, while still including quite a few trees. I do love the fact that they have plenty of shade back here, but they're definitely loving this fresh grass that they have available to them. And I have done some new additions, some lighting out here. We actually have gravel path now, so it kind of looks a little bit nice. Some nice decorations over here with another light in front of the house that matches the one over here, plus a little bit better decorations so that way you can actually see the post in crappy conditions even if the lights are on. Yeah, thought about painting some of that clear glow-in-the-dark type paint on that. I'm still up in the air on that. Our chickens are still doing fine. We got some roosters mixed in with the chicks just so that way there is a little bit of protection, and they have plenty of shade as well, not to mention under there. So these guys seem to be doing quite well. They're slowly growing, still going through. Like I said, none of these guys are blowing through their food just yet. Granted, there's quite a few babies, and yeah. So thankfully with this, we have a machine that is actually keeping these guys well fed. Don't tell me you're stuck in the grate there, bud. Nope, you're just, I don't know what you're doing. So yeah, it looks like our machine is actually doing a good job keeping everything well fed and maintained. Because they're not big or massive, we're not too concerned about the straw needing cleaned out just yet. We do have silage, or not silage, silo here for the slurry, as well as one for the manure. These guys just seem to be doing well. The pigs over here, when I was over here earlier, they're just loving their life out here in the dirt for as little as they are. Again, these guys are not blowing through their the straw for one, or the pig food. Oh, apparently I need to adjust some ground levels to make this look better. Oops. Overlook that. Man, little baby pig sounded like a big bully pig. So I've actually gotten 2 different ones of these because I decided to put goats over here and sheep in that pen. Just kind of separate them because I could. Unfortunately, the last update for FarmSim removed the capability of removing these fences. I really hope they bring that back because I really want to remove these and actually get something where I can have all 3 of these pens matching and actually have it. I don't care if that's the boundary for these guys and that's the boundary for these guys, but if I can put a fence right down the middle or just have that connect over to this fence, just kind of tie everything together, I would love to do that and just have a gate here so I can get into there, and you know, one there so I can get into that, and same on down the line. So goats actually can produce milk when they're old enough, whereas obviously sheep, we get wool. Don't have any productions on the farm just yet for doing anything with either of those, but this we are actually working on. Well, pretty much everything's out of space at the moment, so I may need to pull some stuff out so we can continue working. But we're working on compost, we're making seed, and we're making solid fertilizer. If I can talk right. There it is. So yeah, the main components that we're doing are compost, seed, and solid fert. I do have compost set to sell. Basically, that is taking grass, hay, and straw and making compost and selling methane, apparently. Because I don't have any other... Yeah, I don't have an output for methane, so that's interesting. Seeds, just taking the grain, making it into seed. Same with corn. And then taking manure, changing it over to the solid fertilizer. Same with the compost. So that's kind of how we are working with that. We do have a buy point here for quite a few things. At least seed and fertilizer. And this we can get quite a few things and buy it from that as well. We do have liquid lime, as well as just liquid fertilizer. So we are making liquid lime here. Let's see here. Just need to get these guys out of the way so we can continue working on making that liquid lime. I think I'm full in this bin here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, looks like I am full. Of course, so... The nice thing about liquid lime is this actually allows us to spray our lime down and not just be concerned about spreading it. Which I think in some cases we can kind of get into the soil a little bit better. Holy crap. We're just going to kind of be messing with this for a bit. I need to figure out some storage for these. Yeah. I need to get a auto load trailer. So that way we can get these guys loaded up and put into storage. But yeah, that's kind of where we stand for all those animals. I do have a new building here. We got rid of the building that we had here for like the root crops. I've decided I'm not going to be doing root crops. That's odd that we have a light up there when I have no idea what that would be coming from. All the lights on here are off. But I know it's coming from this truck. I just don't know how or where it's coming from. But yeah. We did end up finding one of these guys for dirt cheap on the marketplace. And the reason why I decided I wanted to go with one of these yard dog type trucks is because of the amount of trailers that I'm looking at having on the farm. I already have quite a few. Some of them are semi-permanently attached to the respective pickup or semi-truck cabs. And I'm wanting to kind of get a step of the head, and if I need to use a truck to, like if I needed to get this pulled out and ready to go to load something up, I can just use the yard dog to do that real quick. And while I'm working on a semi-truck or something like that. So if I end up going down the truck, I can still maneuver trailers around. Where did that? There it is. Forgot I put it down here. So let's get back to our mowing, first of all. I do have the exhaust extension put in because it was just recently updated. And I like the idea of it, and so far it seems to be working fine. A little bit better than I expected. I got something that I think is really awesome. I've been slowly adding a few decorations around the farm, like, you know, the wood pile stuff here. But I found bamboo. And why do I like bamboo? Because I just think it's cool. Even have some small pieces of bamboo over here by where we have our dryer line. Why did I want to show that off? Well, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's bamboo that can be grown just about anywhere. Like a type of bamboo? Yes, I did hear myself on that. There is a type for just about anywhere. It's not the same type for everywhere, but I believe that there's enough varieties that you can grow bamboo just about anywhere. And I kind of want to find some in real life that I can grow here in Ohio. So, you know, it's kind of odd that there are some spots here and there, even with the ground that I own, that when I cut grass, like they're on the left side of the deck as we were looking at it, that it doesn't drop the actual cut grass. And I don't have an answer for that. So I don't know if you guys remember, but the last video, we didn't have another shed there where that red one is, even though the one before that we did. I don't know what happened. I can't remember if it was a mod that I removed or what, But that was a new one, Grandma's shop, I think. It's something like that. And I just thought it was small enough and neat enough that I wanted to put it there. I added a few other selling points throughout the map. Just kind of spice things up and make things a little bit different, because this is the map that is actually staying with us for the time being. I just like this map enough. I ended up unfortunately deleting my start from scratch game that I had going for Riverbend Springs, partially because I was just starting to have too many issues. I don't know if it was just updates and conflicts or what, but I was just having enough issues. I got frustrated recently, and I inadvertently deleted it. And to be fair, I don't think it was really going much anywhere. I mean, we're in year 2 right now for this playthrough, and I just kind of need to get my mind on straight a little bit better on how I want to do a start from scratch version. And it might be on the logging map that we just recently did. I think it was like Evergreen Coast or something like that. Although I did happen to see a logging version of Riverbend Springs that I might be considering looking into doing. We might do a start from scratch that way. So I don't really know. Let me know what you guys are thinking and what you would want to see. But we're just kind of working on making some grass for our animals on the farm today. And I think half of this I'm going to ted up, turn into hay. The rest of it we're just going to probably, I would think, bale it up, I think is what we're going to do. Just get it baled up and store it away. I got to get that one trailer out of that shed though. But we'll go ahead and get it baled up, and then when we get the grass turned into hay, we'll get that baled up and add it to that. So I think that's how we're going to work on this for today. So I do hope you all are having a fantastic weekend. It is beautiful outside today. A little on the chilly side here in the Buckeye State on Saturday. I know you guys aren't going to really care too much about the weather, but I hope it is beautiful where you are, and that you can enjoy at least some of your day outside, unless it's a rainy, crappy day wherever you're at, in which case maybe it's a good day to stay inside, watch some YouTube videos, whether it's mine or someone else's. Enjoy a hot cup of your personal beverage that you like. Coffee, tea, hot chocolate, apple cider. That's kind of what I've been leaning towards lately. Oh, and there goes that sign. Pretty sure there was a sign right there. Did not mean to take it out. Now we'll find it when we start tedding and edit the map. So I am kind of curious though, for those of you who drink certain beverages, what is your personal preference when it comes to enjoying something on a rainy, crappy day? Is it coffee? Tea? I'm just kind of curious. Like I said, mine varies when it comes to warm beverages, from warm apple cider, that is, whether it's spiced or otherwise. And it varies between the alcoholic spiced and non-alcoholic. I'll put it that way, because I have added some varieties to it. I'll put it that way. And I'm not a big alcohol fan to begin with. But I just find it funny that I am actually doing mowing in game when I know outside I hear people in the background, like my neighbors in the background, who are outside mowing right now. I know the grass in my yard is not quite long enough to be concerned about it. It will be probably for the next weekend that I'm off. So it's going to be that time when as soon as I start doing the mowing, as I'm sure those of you who are old enough to be homeowners, that once you start mowing, it's that time of year where you're going to have to do it once a week, if not more, depending on weather. So I know we've had quite a bit of rain lately. It's been cool though, thankfully, so it hasn't caused my grass to just suddenly be like a foot tall. But I do gotta be careful because I have small dogs and they do end up having some issues with the grass going places where you don't want it to go when you're trying to use the bathroom. Yeah. So usually I try to keep it shorter than that so they don't have to worry about it. Like I said, both my dogs, the heaviest one is probably 15 pounds when he's soaking wet and he needs a haircut. My dogs are kept not on a strict diet by any means. They have free reign for their food. Thankfully, I've been lucky that I've had pets that I can leave their food out all day long and I don't have to worry about them gorging on anything and making themselves sick. And I'm hoping it's partially due to the fact that when I get a puppy, I usually have my older dog around and they kind of teach them, hey, you know, it's out all the time. You don't have to worry about sitting there eating until you puke. So I'm gonna be sad when my elder pup passes. She's still alive and kicking for the most part. It's sad to see her struggle throughout the day. She's got arthritis. For as small as she is, I think her arthritis is getting the better of her. So unfortunately, that's the sad part of being a homeowner, is watching your pets get old. They don't last as long as we do, unfortunately. So it would be nice if they did, but unfortunately they don't. I guess if you wanted a pet that would outlast you, get a turtle. Some of those turtles can last up to 100 plus years. Just be careful what kind. They may eat you out of house and home though. But didn't really have much of a plan for this video, as you could probably tell. But I did just kind of want to update you guys that at the very least for the time being, we're going to be going between this one and our Alma, Missouri map. So hopefully you guys will stick around and keep watching. But I think we're going to call the video there. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video post and not just like you here and there. If you made it this far in the video, guys, I do want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. So with all that being said, we'll catch you in the next episode. So take care. Peace.